Good morning, good afternoon. It is Generator Coaching, where we help businesses grow to the next level. Today we have one of our amazing friends from the East Coast, Ms. Lauren McClerkin, and she is from Conscious Strong. We're so excited to have you here.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me. I have been looking so forward to this conversation with you. Always love our conversations.
I know we had so much fun being on your show, and even more so the connecting we did after the call.
Yeah.
Um, we talk so much business all the time that it's fun to learn more about each other. And we really got to see more when you were doing the breaks during that great event that we attended. We loved seeing you there and bringing that energy. How was that experience for you?
Thank you. Thank you. I have to say it was quite energizing. It was a 3 days of just pure adrenaline.
Yeah, for sure.
But just it was amazing on all levels, to be honest with you, to see the number of people because I actually was able to be on the
I was going
stage
to ask.
that I was here, and I actually got to look out into all the multiple screens and see the 900 plus people, which was really amazing, and to see the backside of someone presenting on that level virtual retreat. But also then on the business side, it was just amazing and how it flowed, the language of building your business, the language of helping you build your body's foundation so that you can perform your business well, was just so much fun. So it really was amazing for me. How
So
did you guys?
just
Yeah.
just for a minute, because we were in the cheap seats. What was it like standing on that stage with the four monitors of 900 people or 800 people while you were doing that? What describe that for us?
Well, I think with any experience when you're stepping on a stage, there is always that level of, well, the adrenaline kicks in. So, it's the kind of that unknown. But when I saw everyone, especially when I started moving everyone and everyone's doing the same movement, it was, it's so exhilarating. That's all I can say. But it was at first a little overwhelming when I could look out and just see the masses of people and everyone just smiling and so enthused, and everyone, of course, following, driven, and the energy that brings. Right, it has its own energy, so it was fun to witness. And
Show us
just
one of the moves that everybody was doing. That was like really fun to watch because
it
I
was
mean
so
Pilates
simple. So I
and
just have to.
beards and but what was
Yeah, so movement's my, of course, main background, and sort of the foundation part of Conscious Strong. But even just this movement here, when I had everyone doing their arms up and down,
yeah, it was.
it was almost like everyone was doing the wave as they were saying. It was really fun. And to see the smiles. So we all know that movement makes you smile. It can put, like a little bit of energy into you. And so yeah, it was just great fun. Yeah. And it helps you with what you guys, in terms of building business. I mean, I think as I left it, and then I'll pause on that one, is that when you're moving your body or when you're exercising, your brain has to follow. Your brain is going to follow your movement. And so we have to exercise and move well so that we can use our brain well so that we can be successful in business.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely need to have your brain working at least halfway. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm a good candidate to prove that. But one of the questions that we like to ask anybody who comes on our show is, what made you decide to get into the field that you're in?
And become an entrepreneur in it
For
because
sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all know that being an entrepreneur takes energy, dedication, persistence, all of those. Yeah, patience, lots of patience. And stick to itiveness, if we just want to say it in that context, which is so required in helping to build a business, right? So from my background, which is a master's training in Pilates, which I've been teaching for many years, it was witnessing in my clients the natural response that type of mind body focused work did for their mental capacity, their cognition. And so I just started bringing a little science into the movement and kind of got a little, I'm going to use the word nerdy. I love to read, and I'm always, digging deeper into the mind. that's what built Conscious Strong, is just the fascination of what science was doing when the body's moving in that more focused mind body way.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it gets me all excited. I know, I do. I could just talk about it a lot. Obviously, I'm sharing, but yeah, it really does help build a very solid mind body foundation so that you can find the balance in life. And that's how you have to find the balance in the body and the mind. I'm always doing the seesaw, which is kind of funny.
Right, for
But
sure.
yeah, if one side's a little too, we all know that, yeah, it's very hard to manage life, business, your body. Everything seems to sometimes be always a little out of whack. My passion and what, now I do is that I help my clients find that balance in all areas of life. Yeah.
So, who is your ideal client, and what are their experiences or their difficulties that they come to you with?
And is it something that they need to do in person?
No, not in person. As a matter of fact, I'm finding it even just having this conversation, and you guys, we're all virtual now, right? And I know that actually there has been a study, I need to go pull it, that is recently be done because we're still so new into it, but you can still find the relationship through Zoom or through the lens
Mhm.
by reading expressions. And you know that, Terry, with your background too, and you, Christy, that yeah, you can actually, I find it very effective teaching online, even
Yeah.
almost more effective, to be honest, in an odd way. So no, it does not have to be in person. Definitely how I teach. I am finding that most of my clients are coming by way of something in their life that has changed and they're not quite sure know how to deal with it. I'm going to use one area, which is like menopause or perimenopause. When the hormones are changing, life is changing. It's not like it used to be. Body's not like it used to be. Things are just out of balance. And it's someone who is experiencing some type of change in their life that has been, that seems to be attracting the clients that I get. Is just, again, finding that balance. And mostly it seems women, although I definitely work with quite a few men. It's predominantly the female who's going through the changes, because I find we females are a little bit more hormonal and we can show it. So I think that that's why they seem to be the ones that kind of pull out and really want to get in and dig a little bit deeper into the emotional side.
So is there like, if there was three areas that you really concentrate in, what are those three areas?
So the biggest area is finding the tool or skill that is for that person, because no one person's alike, not one of us, and we all respond to stimuli differently. So I help clients, first of all, get grounded, and that is through mindfulness and meditation, but I help them find what works for them. So sitting cross-legged for 2 hours is not going to work for the person who is more dopamine, who needs that energy. So I help them find ways to do walking meditations or being able to meditate in various places where they're not so isolated in that more linear space. So I help them expand on ways to bring mindfulness. The same applies to the movement. That's what I also do, is I help them find the foundation that works for them. And then the third piece that I would say really rolls in is, it's a hard one because I have two. One is really digging deeper into the emotional side, but that all comes out from the mindfulness and the movement work. But then it's also working with their brain. Where is their brain right now? What is their need? Is it that they need to work on more memory? Is it because a lot of the brain starts aging after 30? So you start to see the decline, right? I start to help clients find those skills that help their cognition, that help them strengthen their brain, because it all relates. So those are kind of the three, kind of maybe four areas that I would kind of roll in, is the mindfulness, movement, and then working on cognition and brain strengthening. Not necessarily in that same order, but.
And I mean, I follow you on social media, and you also promote a lot of written reflections, journaling, and such.
Yes, writing is such a big part of Conscious Strong. So journaling is wonderful. It's just a great way to express yourself, document what you've done during the day. It's something you can go back and always reflect on. And then I do incorporate with my coaching clients a lot of expressive writing. So expressive writing has been proven to help you work through trauma. So I help to bring out maybe some of the not so comfortable feelings, but then we move through them. So it helps them transition and get rid of the things that may be holding them back in their mind, in their body, so that they can perform better. Yeah. So I do a lot of writing in the Conscious Strong practice.
Very neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have off the top of your head just one client that you've worked with and what they came to you with wanting, and then what kind of results that they've gotten from working with you?
It's kind of like a case study.
I know a case study is great. Yes. I mean, I definitely have several. If I can think of one that has really been working with me for a long time now. And as I said, the mind and body is always changing. So when this particular client came in, I'd say at the time she was 70, now going on probably 73 or 4. I have to go back and look.
Wow.
Just the top time, with time to me, it's like, I can't remember. It's like, oh my gosh, it's been that long. And it may have even been longer, but nonetheless, she's still working with me because this is an ongoing, plan here. It's, I teach, and this is when I was even working with her more in person, is that she's a different person every day she shows up physically or virtually. She is a different person, dependent upon the amount of sleep she got, dependent upon what, how her diet has been, what foods are in, causing her, chemical exchanges going on.
Stress and
Stress and stimuli. So every day is different. So what I do with each client, she came in a lot with balance. So there were some health issues that with age as well, that balance is her greatest concern. And especially at that age, post 70 or even before, the risk of falling really starts to increase. So our goal with her was to work on balance in her body. So, but with her, I work on her brain balance too. So proprioceptors, where we work on proprioception so that she actually knows where she is when she's lifting her leg. And I do a lot of balance work with her in that regard. But flexibility also plays such a key role in how it fuels the body. I'm just going to say it that way, but how it fuels. So we work a lot on flexibility because that with age always declines as well. So with her, I mean, it's been significant. It's been significant in her mood. It's almost to where, as she told me, Lauren, I never want you to go away. This isn't me tooting my own horn. It's actually just the work working in her. Is that she feels so much stronger. So my goal with her would be now to move her into a bit more independent thinking. So it's not relying on me to give her all of the cues. I want her to be able to go, no, I'm supposed to stop and deep breathe or balance or whatever that may be. So she develops her own plan, but she's still working with me. And it's been a few years. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I guess because I know there's someone of that population watching right now. Do you do group? Like if they were to get some lady friends together, is that like a group thing, or do you do more individual work these days?
My coaching has led me to more individual work, but I am during this whole COVID experience, and I still have it out there on Monday evening. So tonight at 5:30, I've had a group of individuals, both genders, and we have a ball. I do a stretch and strengthen class, but that's my only group class that I do right now, aside from some of the webinars that I do, there is a little bit of group coaching in that, where I do host some group webinars for my coaching clients.
So many offerings. I love it.
I know.
Since we're coaches, business coaches, what are some things, and I know you have a business coach or two, what are some things that you've gotten out of coaching that have really propelled your business?
Oh my gosh. I mean, just as I told you guys when we spoke the last time, and speaking to the audience, a coach in my life, my business life, well, and personal too, to be honest, because it all relates, hands down. I mean, I knew of the coaching world, but until it was last year, it was exactly about a year ago when I realized I really need someone so that I can start to propel my business where I want it to go. And it's changed my life. So I am out there every day advocating everyone who is in business or just living. You can apply this to your life. You need a coach. We all need a coach. Just like every sports team needs that coach, and they need a good one. And you guys are amazing.
5 of them.
Right. The offensive, defensive, they need many,
The
many
strength,
people.
the nutritionist, the flexibility.
Exactly, you guys. So it does take multiple coaches. I have a couple of coaches. Well, no, I have 3 that come in different, parts of your business. And so what's special about you guys is that you had this dual team with just this mindset way and approach to helping clients. So yeah, you guys are amazing.
Well, thanks.
Thanks.
We weren't looking for that, but we'll take it.
And I wasn't just dishing it out just to say it.
That's appreciated
No,
too.
hands down, I mean it, is that we all need a coach, especially if you're trying to build a business. We can't do it alone. I was trying to do it alone for years. And now I get it. Now I know why I kept stumbling, because I was trying to do it all by myself.
Right.
And that is a disaster. I mean, that is a roadmap for disaster in your business, or you just will not get anywhere. You'll continue to hit your head. And that's what, I love working with my coaches, is that they pull me back in, they hold me accountable, we set our goals, and it just makes a huge difference. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and someone that's been there before. Like we've had people like, oh, just throw the noodle on the wall. Well, that's a lot of wasted time and energy if you're just throwing that tactic out there.
For sure.
I think Kathy Jackson was talking about, like, you hit your head on the wall, then you hit your head on the wall. Eventually, that's really gonna hurt.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're gonna come out not looking so good.
And one of the things that I like about coaching as a coach, but also being coached, is that idea not just about accountability, but also the way that our particular coaches really give us next steps, and we don't necessarily have to take them, but when we do, we start to see the results a lot faster. And so for a lot of people, they get involved with coaches who have this idea that, well, you have the answers, you just have to come to it. And it's like, I want to build a business. I don't want to spend my time coming to an answer. I want really solid steps in what I can do, whether it's getting leads or getting sales or building a network or whatever it is. What is the step that I'm missing that's going to help me move over that hump? And that's the thing that I really like about the coaches that we're involved in. And that's the coaches that we aspire to be too, is really helping those people with those steps that they're missing.
Yeah. And I have found just personally that it's those parts in the business that are key to helping you grow, but maybe the most uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So that's where I have found the coaches really helping me, because it's just like hitting your head on the wall. If you hear it enough times and you say, okay, it's proven that if you do it this way, there are all of these case studies that you will end up finding success, but helping to overcome the fear of making the phone calls, or the fear of standing up and presenting your offer, right. Which obviously I'm picking a couple that maybe were a bit uncomfortable for me, and overcoming those which are necessary to scale your business. And hearing the different approaches, that finally you get that nerve, and finally you start using the language that, they're feeding you. And then you go, okay, well then it's just like anything. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes.
Right. And then you're like, what was I worried about anyway? I don't even remember now.
I know. It's too funny. And I tell people the same in their movement too. It's like, I have so many people tell me, when I'm flexible enough, I'll come and see you. Or when I'll come and see, I'm like, no, that's when you need to come and see me. So so again, you can relate business and body enhancement, not enhancement, but development and strengthening in the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, that would be an excuse I would hear for sure, is I got to be flexible before I can become really flexible.
Yeah.
Like, how much difference you can make if they come when they can barely bend over and touch their toes.
Oh, guys, it is. Yeah.
The faster, I mean, it's all about accelerated if they come find you then.
Absolutely. I say the sooner you can start, the better, of course, but it's never, ever, ever too late. You're
Right.
just going to have to work harder. It's just like working in our business. I mean, it is hard. It is not something that is going to come to you instantly. That is a myth. Nobody can take a pill and get skinny, and no one can, well, you can win the lottery, maybe, I don't know, but it takes
Take
dedication.
a
It
lot
takes
of tickets.
Yeah, there you go. It takes a lot of hard work. And that's what I feel like you guys do. What I do is I help maybe ease that pain of making that phone call, or, but I also ease my clients into building, their body, and, or flexibility too. So with their strength and flexibility. So both have to be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I just, again, help develop that plan so that maybe it's softer, but yet I do push them very hard.
So I know you've been pushing very hard to have a book come out. Tell us about your book.
Man, is that hard or what? I
It
know
ain't
the
easy.
second one, it's not easy. Yeah, once again, it takes a hard work. Yeah, I'm excited about it because it is, of course, a topic that I, teach, and I breathe a lot and speak a lot. But yeah, it took dedication. I mean, I'm still feeling a little bit of that, trying not to be perfect and trying to not, have to feel the need to put absolutely everything in this one book. So it's just,
And remind me of the title. It's wanting to finish before getting started.
yeah, in essence that, yep, you're ready to finish, you're just not ready to start. So kind of in the same, context of what we're talking about, is that work in between is what's going to get you to the finish line successfully. Many times you want to take a pill to get rid of the weight. We'll just use that simple analogy. And it just is not sustainable. You'll see the weight gain come right back, or if it's in business, like it's not going to sustain, whether it's fitness or if it's, in business. You have to do the hard mental foundation work.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So, how can people get involved and work with you?
I would say the first is to reach out. We can put my name here in the feed, and a link to my website. I do have a website where you can link, and definitely call me. I do offer a free 30-minute call. And then just start to engage. I always say, no matter what, it has to be a good fit for the client and the coach.
For sure.
So, yep, I go through just I say, get to know me and see if if this is something that is an approach that you would need or feel that would help you grow mentally and physically. And then reach out and call me. That would be the best way. Look at some of the videos that I have that are out there, and then just give me a call. Would love to chat.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, so connect with you do something on Tuesdays that's kind of a little different. Tell us about your Tuesdays.
Well, I'm the founder of Conscious Strong, and so, but I'm also the co-founder of Conscious Living Strategies with Peter Michael Deeds, and he's in the UK. So we are pulling together some strategies to help you build some of this conscious way approach to living life well. So it's an offshoot of Conscious Strong that I do work with Peter on Tuesday. So we'll be there tomorrow at 2, and full of information on immunity tomorrow. So how to build immunity, not just in your body, but also in just life experiences and relationships. So we're going to talk about immunity, but we're building a series. So yes, that's on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
And how do they find that? They just
Conscious Strong. So it's the Conscious
Conscious.
Strong. Yeah. So right now it's on the Conscious Strong page. We, with the Conscious Living Strategies, we're still working on the page for that one and the direction for
Perfect.
that one. But yeah, definitely Conscious Strong. You will be live tomorrow at 2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's 2 Eastern.
It's 2
So
Eastern.
11 Pacific.
11 Pacific. Exactly. Yeah. You thought that was a good time. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tuesdays, because Mondays are busy for people. I love that. So that's great. Is there anything else you want to share with our group before we do our ending activity?
Oh, I just say just find a time today, especially if with what we're going through. It's a changing time for all of us, for everyone. Is that so? Take time for yourself and just be still for just that minute. If it's not something, I am just so big on just being able to find that stillness in you, because that's when you will discover so much in your life. So just kind of take your time. You have my permission to be still and just be quiet with yourself for however long you're able to, and just stay well.
Just as you say that, it made me breathe a little deeper into my body.
Deep breathe.
Your presence does that for me. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Deep breathing is my favorite thing to do.
So we end our show with this or that. You may have played it on another one of our friends' show. But she had fun playing with us. She asked. So we took it from our friend Tim Gillette. So
yeah, but we
so are you ready, Lauren?
Okay, I'm ready, I guess.
This or that, you tell us. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. Oh, do I say this? Excuse me.
No, you say dogs.
Dogs or cats?
You play well.
I was surprised because you have 2 cats.
I know, isn't it funny? As it
is. Movie out or movie at home?
When there's
movie
options.
Out.
With the kids and the husband, or just the husband?
Just the husband. No, I don't know. I take that retract. I don't know. I love going with my kids too. So I shouldn't say that. That's a tough one.
Bacon or sausage? That might be easier.
Oh, sausage.
All right. Where are we? Truth or dare?
Oh, truth.
Rich or right?
Did you say rich or right? Oh, right. That just comes.
You'd rather be right? Book. Would you rather have a solid book that you're reading or audio that you listen to?
Oh, I was just having this conversation, and I am so audio right now just because of where I am. So I'm just grateful to have audio. So I'm going with audio right now.
Me
I'm
too.
saying right now.
An audio.
Yeah.
Audio while gardening is my new thing.
That's
awesome. I'm doing everything but writing.
That is awesome. Exactly.
A glass of wine or a beer stein?
A glass of wine. Love it.
Snorkeling or zip lining?
Zip lining.
All right, toilet paper over or under?
Over.
It's amazing.
I'm telling you.
All right, and final one.
I don't know. You tell me.
Boxers or briefs?
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, boxers.
Well, Lauren, it has been great having you on the show. Please be sure to put your information down below after we have this posted so people can become conscious strong. I love the name of your company, if I haven't said that, and have it splattered all over, because it's the intentional piece with movement and using our mindfulness to accelerate everything in life. So
yes.
It's great having you on the show.
Thank you so much. It was absolutely so much fun, and you guys are amazing. And yeah, let's all grow together. So
yeah, we can't wait until we're able to be back together.
I know. I can't wait to see you guys in person, and hopefully we could be hugging again. Because
and then travel to Italy for retreats, right?
Oh, I know. I'm just dying, but yes. Well, I can't wait for that day that we are able to be, in person again. And I just, again, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been our pleasure. Super fun every time. And this is Terry and Christine, Generator Coaching, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10:10.
Awesome. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.